In the May of 2022, rumors circulated that Universal Studios Hollywood would be opening a Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coaster. Now it is announced to open sometime in 2026. This coaster has been testing for the past couple of weeks and is going to become one of the star attractions at Universal Hollywood. It is going to feature multiple inversions, airtime launches, and spinning cars, which is a new development that Universal has made, kind of like the Donkey Kong coaster at Epic Universe, using new technological developments, which is also a lot like the mock ride spinning coasters, such as Ride to Happiness and Time Traveler. This ride is themed to the popular Fast and Furious movies, simulating being in a car and drifting through the streets of Los Angeles. In the queue are replicas of the cars in the movies. The queue is meant to immerse the people in the queue into the Fast and Furious theme, and will do a great job of doing so. Manufactured by Intamin, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift starts with some roaring engine sound effects and tire screeching before launching you off with a slow but powerful launch to get the ride started. It then crawls on a slow overbanked turn and an airtime hill before diving down the hill, gaining speed and momentum along the way. It then heads into a fast helix before going into the first inversion, being a corkscrew, and into the next turn where you start to drift sideways. You then hit a little brake run before dropping down and slowly turning backwards. Right after you turn backwards, you go into a huge dive loop while spinning, giving great hang time and lateral forces. Before soon, you hit a big launch, getting up to the top speed of the ride at 72 miles an hour. After the launch, you hit a big ejector airtime hill, before turning sharply left, pulling great lateral G's and going into an inverted stall. After the stall, it goes into a quick launch, getting it back up to speed before going through a junior dive loop, pulling some great forces while you are spinning, and into the final element, which is a fast corkscrew before the final brake run. Overall, this ride will have over 4,000 feet of track, 5 inversions, and 3 launches throughout its layout. Now let's see if it will be a top coaster in California. In California, there's a lot of competition, with over 86 coasters in the state itself. Some top contenders are X2 at Magic Mountain, Twist of Colossus at Magic Mountain, and Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm. Each of these coasters have unique elements and are very popular. In terms of theming, I think this coaster has a huge advantage, and another advantage is that it has spinning cars. These spinning cars can be compared to rides like Time Traveler and Ride to Happiness, which are rated very highly in the coaster world. Another thing to consider are dispatches, which will be very fast and furious, unlike the other coasters I've mentioned, which are known for their very slow dispatches. The one downside is the fact that they will probably have lots of mechanical failures and problems with the ride design, and it could be a nightmare for Universal. Considering all of this, I think that it will become the best coaster in California, throwing in many amazing launches, inversions, and moments of airtime throughout the layout, even without mentioning the spinning, which adds a ton to the ride. In fact, even if it didn't even have the spinning, I think that it would still be the top coaster in California. This is going to be a beast of a coaster, and I'm very excited to ride it sometime in 2026 or 2027. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.